So, I wonder if I send out a tweet saying I'm in the maid outfit now, are more people going to come by, do you think? I wonder. Let's see. That should be decent enough tweet. There we go. Hash femboy, hash Twitch. I'm not adding all of them. No, I'm just tweeting. That's fine. You could like retweet it with a tag or something if you really care. I don't. I mean, to be fair, last time we had Ludwig come by with everyone. And I've been seen by thousands of people in this maid dress due to that. It's interesting. I'm not against that as a fact. It's a great way to raise more money for charity. It's just kind of concerning. It's seen by so many people. Also, it's giving me tutorial stuff. Have I really not played in that long? Jeez peeps, okay. Switch nozzle. Yep. Don't tell me what to do, game, because scroll wheel also does that. Change stance? Don't Ludwig viewers. Oh yeah, they spawned like Among Us penises in ASCII art. It was a glorious time. Tab shows dart, yep. I appreciate it telling me. I don't need speech for. Is this too loud, by the way? If it is, I will change it. I hope it isn't too loud, but I mean, I'm going to be doing this for quite a while. It is too loud, okay. Game has been made a lot quieter now. I need to find some, like, non-copyright music to put on in the background, probably. I'll have a look for that in a moment. Is this still too loud? I think that looks like a decent volume, but it's going to be happening continuously. I might turn it down in the settings so it's also quieter for me. Let's see. Audio... Water volume. Water tone? Reverb mix? Okay. There we go. That sounds a lot better. That is considerably quieter. Yeah, royalty-free music. If anyone has any preferences, I will, like, go, like, follow through with a link or whatever, as long as you don't, like, send me a rickroll. Although if you did, I'd honestly consider that a victory on your part, so. I mean, now's your chance. I've given you the idea, so it gets rid of the element of surprise, but you still could. There's nothing stopping you from just rickrolling me when I'm looking for copyright-free music. I have a sneaking suspicion, though, that Rick Astley doesn't want me to be using his music. Now, I don't know what tells me this, but yeah, I have a feeling he'd rather I didn't. Oh, yeah. The thing is, it is a good song. Like, it's not a great song. It's not like a song I would put on, but if it came on, I wouldn't change it. You know? However, some songs the internet's found which just get completely overplayed. For example, Metroidvania. Good song. I would probably turn it off if it came on in a random playlist. Just because I've heard it too much. You know? And I ironically enjoy Ricky's music. I mean, fair. Like, he does have good music. You can't deny it. Just because, like, people made him into a meme doesn't mean his music's bad. Like, it is good. Also, this is a really good power washer. Like, look how far away I can clean stuff from. Like, yeah, it loses its power over distance, but I can clean all of this wall. That's lovely. We've even got a smiley face here. That's nice. And, oh, you found the link. Okay, I will follow the link. But I'll quickly turn that off. Let's watch what is probably Rick Astley. Okay. I don't know if that would be copyright free or not. It probably wouldn't. Copyright free. Okay. Background music. Sure. I mean, this is just a long kind of loop. Music. I don't know what kind of music it is, but I'm gonna let it play and I might change it later, who knows. If this does turn out to be too loud, let me know. Because, I mean, I'm not paying the most attention to the audio balancing. I am trying. But, yeah, give me a shout if it's bad. Look at this house just... I say house. Look at this fire station. Just getting clean, you know? Ah, hello again. Good to see you. As you can see, we've raised more money. Thanks to Summer in the chat with like, a massive donation. Like, I really do appreciate it. But $70, like, that is a lot of money. If you are wondering, by the way, Sleepy is my sister. Won't be, like, saying names or anything. But, yeah, just so you are aware. In case, like, I am seeming friendly with someone who barely drops by. Let's just chill. Cleaning in a maid outfit. It's great. This is great. How'd your math stuff go, by the way? Like, did that go fine? Like, I feel I maybe shouldn't be asking on stream, but it doesn't really matter. Your math stuff go all well. I do hope you managed to get your stuff revised for it alright. Because I know you were panicking a bit, but, I mean, at the very least, it should be out of the way by now, right? It was alright. Good to hear it was alright. The fact you aren't immediately thinking it was bad. Whoever watches your stream sometimes as well, and vice versa. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I'm never gonna raise up anything, like, personal during the streams. Like, I'll ask questions about just things that aren't gonna flag them down as specific people at all. Like, I'm not going to say that they go to, like, XYZ high school or something like that. Like, that's not something I'll do. But yeah. That's good. That's good. Don't often have family members in the stream. So I'm not going to change how I act just because you're here, so do be aware. Like, I don't act in a way that I think would be, like, not good for you. But, yeah, I'm not going to change how I am just because there's someone in the chat I recognise. Unless it's Trainer, of course. I will flirt with Trainer. But that's just a given, so... I also bullied Trainer, but, I mean, that's just a given. It's just how it goes. Exactly, Trainer. Exactly. You know we both love each other, really. Although I'm getting the, like, pet in the divorce when it inevitably happens. And you're not stopping that, Trainer. Ah, and Tank! Hello! You're back. Have you just been lurking this whole time? I don't know. I'm in the maid outfit now, as you may be able to immediately tell from the fact I'm in a maid outfit. And I wasn't before. Might not cleaned that spotlight yet. I need to, like, clean the glass. Clean underneath, maybe? That could be it. Clean this side. There we go, spotlight done. This wall. I mean, the base we need to clean. Which shouldn't be hard. There we go. I guess just these muckier spots go over kinda slowly. Yeah, if you stream too somewhere, I'll definitely need to try and drop by at some point. I always like going by other streamers who come by me. So, I mean, supporting each other, it's all part of being a streamer, you know? Well, it's always nice to just see other people who are just enjoying to stream. Because, I mean, some people, they're just in the streaming because they want to make money out of it. There's not many of them, but there are some, you know? And that makes you so conflicted. You think you used to now. Like, I don't know why it would make you conflicted. Like, worryingly, when I first put this on, it was for a Halloween party at my old flat. One of the flatmates, while drunk, said I made him question his sexuality. And I didn't know whether that was a joke or not. So I just kind of laughed it off and assumed it was, but... Yeah, like, this outfit's got some history to it. Like, whether that is the Ludwig stuff or it's, like, old flats. Like, that's brilliant. This adorable young'un. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about me, and yeah, I am fairly young. Yeah, right. Or maybe it's just that you're really old, David. Who knows? I mean, I'm 21. So, I'm not too young. Definitely on the younger end of things, though. Like, still at the age where I don't really have world experience, you know? Crippling seniority, brother. Like, I look a lot younger than I actually am, I feel. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm up for looking younger. Because it means I can get away with hitting on kids. No, that's a joke. Don't ever quote me on that, okay? This is the kind of jokes you might get when I'm tired. I do apologise in advance. I don't know what you're confused about, Rainer. What are you on about? There's nothing going on. I don't need to question anything. Called me daddy for a laugh earlier. Literally not. You my dad. Yeah, probably. Just come talks. Look, stuff like that, I will immediately say it's a joke. Because I know it's a risky joke. I wouldn't make that joke about another person, only about myself. Because, yeah, that's not a joke you make lightly with other people. I mean, I'm happy enough to make it out myself, because, haha, I can get a laugh out of one or two people. That's fine. My standards aren't high. But yeah, I don't need kids. I've got Drainer over there. That's perfectly good. Okay, I'm gonna stop. That's going down a slippery slope. Now, thankfully, I trust everyone enough here to be a decent enough sort not to go around spreading that as some kind of slander. So, I just hope my trust hasn't been misplaced. I've actually been talking to you since you were 17. I mean... Have I? I might have. I don't know. I don't know if I ever asked what your age was. So... I wouldn't have known. If not, that is kind of disappointing, you know? I mean, there's Fuke in my Discord server, who, like, lovely man. I'm not accusing him of anything, but there's another person in my Discord server as well, who apparently Fuke's known since he was, like, this person was maybe 16, 17, or possibly even younger, and just played games with him. Like, not anything weird, just played games, and they still keep playing games. But he essentially groomed this kid to be someone he can play games with. Like, it's a little peculiar, but, I mean, it's fine. It's fine enough, right? Also, I do think going and getting the backside of these, like, trims is probably the right move. I'm assuming they need washed. Also, those bits are a bit baked on. Just use a bit more effort. Yeah, I'm gonna not just continue that, it's fine. Jokes are not a normal thing. It's the kind of thing I will say when I understand who's watching at the time. Like, from what I'm understanding, like, Summer is a friend of David's, possibly through streaming, and you're both, like, older than me. I know, like, my sister's here. She's well aware I will be joking, I would hope. But, yeah. There's also Drainer, but his opinions don't matter, so that's why I'm feeling fine with making these jokes. But, yeah, it's not a normal thing. I will not make that joke often. It's usually knob jokes or hating Tories. Hating Tories is just fun, though, you know? Like, it's just fun. But with the state that, like, the government's currently in, with the lettuce lasting longer than the last Prime Minister, like, it's interesting. It's interesting. Just imagine spending 17 years with me. It's not as if I've been there, like, the whole time, just in your face. Like, we both very much had our own space. Like, I'm not that bad, you know? Like, I'm sure there are, like, brothers and sisters who are more, like, close and whatnot in terms of spending more time with each other. But, I mean, I think we do pretty well with each other. From what I understand, a lot of siblings don't get on amazingly well. I don't understand why, entirely. Like, some of them just don't share interests, which I guess probably would make you just more impartial to them, but just straight up not getting on with them. Like, that does seem weird to me. It just sends you bottom fancies. I'll have you know my bottom is only gay. So, interpret that as you will. This music's alright. I wouldn't say it's the best music, but I mean it's doing the job. And it is copyright free, so I do hope you're all happy enough with it. I've seen Ivory Brothers for like 9 years. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Like, if you don't have things to meet up over, it's hard to meet up, you know? And after that long, it is hard to just, like, reach out to someone to try and meet up. See, I can definitely get that. Not necessarily the whole 9 years part, because yeah, that's about half my lifespan. So, yeah, don't entirely relate to that bit. But I can understand, yeah, finding it hard to meet up with people who, like, you don't really have a reason to meet up with. Like, yeah, you're related. That doesn't mean you need to be constantly, like, getting on with each other, though, you know? Barely have a social life in general. I mean, me neither, for the most part. Like, for me, streaming is a large part of my social life. Like, yeah, you could say it's not actually a social life, because, yeah, you're not actually going out and socialising with people. I'd say it is. Like, talking to people online, it is still socialising, you know? Like, even if it's not, quite the same. But yeah, it's all good. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy having people to talk to. Even if they're just random people. As long as they're nice enough and happy to talk. I'll just chat about anything. Like, literally yesterday, I had someone come along to my stream. And me and them just talked about the philosophy around morality. For like, maybe 2 hours. Like, it's interesting what you do on Twitch. But I had a fun enough time with it, you know? But just some random person who came by while I was streaming Skyrim. Just wanted to talk about morality. And that was interesting. Yeah, better social life than a social life. I mean, yeah, fair. I can understand that. Like, if you do have a partner, you want to be able to get on with it. That is an important part of having, like, a healthy relationship. You know? Like, if you had a relationship and your partner was going out all the time, just to spend time with friends, and then barely spent any time with you, that wouldn't be good. Like, I can definitely get where you're coming from. Some of those people who share a relation to... I mean, yeah. Yeah. A real... Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Like, yeah, you're related, but if you aren't sharing stuff that you're doing, it's hard to keep in touch. It's hard to really care for them when you've been out of your life for so long. Definitely get what you mean. For you, how much part of your social life is VR chat? I mean, yeah. I mean, you do you. I'm not going to stop you from enjoying VR chat. As long as the large part of your social life in VR chat isn't strictly erotic RP stuff. Like, yeah, go for it. Otherwise, that sounds kinda unhealthy. Although, I would imagine there are people who that is the case for. You know? Difficult relation with your siblings past 5+ years, missed that message. I mean, there's a lot of things that can get between people. You know? Lots made bonding with siblings hard when you're younger. Or problems that make bonding with anyone back then. But now, still struggling. It's massive. Ah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Like, I'm not autistic myself. So, I can't directly relate. But I can definitely empathise with it. And understand why that would be a problem. Because, like, autism, from my understanding, I don't have a perfect understanding, mind you. It just makes understanding social conventions harder in a lot of ways. Like, whether that's just you don't want to express your interests, you find it hard to, or various other things, like, yeah, that definitely makes sense. Also, apparently got a lot more muck in this wall than I thought. European VR chat's cringe, it's like hanging out with similar-minded geeks. Yeah, fair. That's reasonable. Like, socialising, it doesn't have to be with people you actually know. It can be with anyone. And, oh, thank you very much for the $50 donation, GoCube. Let me see if there's a message that goes with that. Give me a second. I'm using my Parkinson's right now to do vicariously. I mean, yeah, fair. That's fine. Yeah. I hope your mum's not doing too bad with it. I do. Because Parkinson's, it comes with a lot of troubles, you know? Like, it's not all immediate problems. Like, a lot of it comes on harder some days than others. So I do hope your mum's doing okay with it all. Also, I apparently have a lot of dirt in that cladding. Ah, that'd be the roof. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me have a read the chat. Makes sense. Haven't experienced the same challenges. Life transitioning made it harder as well at first. Brought us closer together. Okay, fair enough. I've never talked to you. You've talked to an autistic person. Oh yeah, I have talked to like plenty of autistic people. Like, I understand. Like, it's not something people want to just publicly disclose. It's not something which you should feel a need to publicly disclose to just any random person you come across. That's fine. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I was. I've not done any tests or anything. But I'd imagine, to some degree, I might be. Like, a lot of these things, they're a lot more normal than some people let on. Because some people just villainize it as, oh, my kids, I don't want them having autism because it makes them less of a human or something. But no, like, it's a very human thing. Like, there's nothing wrong at all with that being mildly autistic or anything. It's having fun, this is great. Also, I've only just noticed that probably hit another milestone, maybe? No, it didn't quite. Okay, we're still $50 away from me figuring out how to do a cooking stream, that's fine. I don't know how I'd do a cooking stream. I'd assume use my laptop, pick up my normal webcam, and then just stream me cooking. What would I cook? I haven't put any thought into that. I just put it there. I could use my phone, but I think that would just look bad, you know? Anyway, works as a teacher for kids with mental disabilities like autism now. Huh. So definitely, I'd imagine she has more of an understanding of the situation you're in then. Like, I know my friend, like one of my best friends, they have a younger sister with Down syndrome. It makes it hard for stuff, but he still very much cares for that sister. And understands that she's not gonna understand things the same way as he is. Like, it's nice seeing people willing to accept other people just as they are, rather than trying to change them to be their version of normal. Something fish-based. You know what? I love that joke. I am tempted to go for it simply because of that. Cooking with poisson. That'd be great. Yeah. Pivot point. Cling to your relationship. Person very lightly autistic. ADHD and autism. We've got way more ADHD and autism. Okay. Thank you for donation, by the way, David. I'll see if you put a message in. I do feel I should be checking that whenever someone does something. No, cool. Just more money. That means I don't have to worry about reading messages. Thank you, though. Regardless, I do appreciate it. Like, it is a cause that does matter to me. And seemingly, like, quite a few people here, like Protocube and Summer both also have people with Parkinson's in their life. I don't know to what degree it is. Like, I know my granddad, like, he suffers a lot from it. He can, like, barely move the way he wants to. Which, I mean, it's kind of sad to see him like that. Because he used to, when me and my brother, and I think my sister as well, I don't know if he really took you out as much, but we used to go swimming every Saturday with him, down at a swimming pool. But if you put him in water now, he wouldn't be able to even remotely swim. Like, he had to stop, I think, 4 or 5 years back, because he was no longer able to, like, keep himself afloat in water. But presumably he could still make an effort to. If you, like, got him into a swimming pool now, he wouldn't even be able to make an effort to remotely swim. Just, it's a shame. Like, he isn't able to get up to all the stuff he used to. Like, he used to love going outdoors. He had dogs and went out to walk them, and it's a shame seeing him the way he is. Like, he needs help with nearly everything he does, but you can't just give help for everything, because he needs to keep some independence to himself, and it's sad just watching him try and do stuff on his own, and it just doesn't work out, you know? Anyway, back to reading the chat. Siblings are relatively close now compared to 10+ years ago. Talk as much as you'd like to, but everyone's busy, has their own life. Importantly, bond during family meetings, parents and sisters. Okay. I mean, yeah, having, like, children around, definitely a good point to bond over. Like, you want those children to have a decent impression of you. You don't want to just be that odd relative who doesn't take an interest in these, like, important parts of other people's lives. Like, especially with siblings, you know? I can understand if you haven't talked to them at all, but I think if it's something important like that, you'd want to be able to show you care, you know? And yeah, cooking with poison. It doesn't have the best ring to it, does it? It makes me sound like some kind of, like, meth lab operator or whatever, you know? Like, maybe not, maybe not. I don't think meth lab operator is a correct description for the role, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm doubling down, alright? A cat salon, that'd be funny. Cat salon, thing to hairdressing. Cab ditch, okay. I mean, I can give it a look and try. I was thinking more of a baking thing, like make a cake or something. But we could see. Guy in the family doesn't care about family. I mean, you say that, but I still think if something big happened, you would be there to show your support, right? Like, I don't think you're the kind of person who has a bad relationship with their family, and that's why you don't care. Because I know some people have genuinely horrific parents, and yeah, there's a reason why they don't care about their family, and like actively try and stay away from them. But from what I've heard, you've got a fairly decent family. At least your mother. I haven't heard much of your other family, but still, I know, like, your mother does care for you, you know? This sounds like the best job description. Meth lab operator. It's one of those things you could put on your CV to make yourself sound more fancy, you know? It's a way of phrasing it. His cooking can provide infinite inspirations. I'm assuming that's like a YouTube series or something? I don't really know much about cooking. I do enjoy cooking, but I don't cook many different things. And I don't cook too often in terms of like cooking something fancy. Like I'll go between a fair few meals, but yeah, just fairly standard meals and go through a rotation of just maybe 3-4 different recipes. Also, I don't care about his message. Joy Way say cooking. I mean, sure. I thought I was saying it fairly normally. Do other people say it differently? Am I saying cooking weird? Is it Scottish accent, maybe? Ah, Scottish accent. Fair, fair. Family helps you out, you help them out. Important to know you have people in life to rely on. Oh yeah. Like, the thing with me is family and people I can rely on. There's a difference. Like, I am relying on a friend, then I feel I'd be able to open up to them a lot more. Because I wouldn't want family worrying about me. Like, it's a kind of different thing, in my mind. Because I understand it's nice. They'd be worrying about me for my sake. There's nothing detrimental. But I still wouldn't want to worry my family. Whereas if it was a friend who I opened up to, I'd be more happy to open up about whatever, because if they worry about me, I know they'd give me unbiased advice, you know? Then we have that. Weird family from friends. I'm proud of that now. Spelled for you. You get enough love from that. Best mate is like your closest brother. I mean, yeah, exactly. Family don't have to necessarily be the most, like, important people. You don't have to be able to relate to them. It's good to try and be able to, but like, so long as you have someone you can open up to, I feel that is a very important thing for like mental health and various other aspects of life. Because you want people you can share your like achievements with and be able to tell that you've done something you're proud of. You also want to have like people you can confide in. And that can be family, that can be friends. At the end of the day, like, the actual blood relation just gives you an excuse to get close to them, you know? That may sound kind of, like, a depressing way to say it. I don't know if that's necessarily come out the way I meant it to. But yeah, definitely. Okay, what is this link you've sent now, trainer? I'm worried. Give me a second to click this link. What have you found? It's not quite a Rickroll, but it's a Ghastly song. God damn it. That one, I'm willing to say you Rickroll me, you know? That's fine. And did I get that trim? I did. Oh god, I just spotted there's that. I need to clean that in a minute. Alright. For me, major turning point is either suicide and to force you to get yourself to clinic. From that point on, force to be more open. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I feel definitely if you get to that stage, if someone isn't able to reach out to you, you are going to feel it's hopeless. So I'm glad that you did have your sister there to reach out to you for it. I need to have a quick drink or I'm gonna cough. Give me a second. Sorry, I coughed anyway. Oh, you're going to sleep. Fair enough, trader. Fair enough. I'll see you about. I appreciate you sticking by for so long. It's been lovely just having people to chat to and just look at me in a maid dress, you know? But yeah, like, if ever people have something we need to talk about, I am more than happy to lend an unbiased opinion or just listen or whatever it is you need. So do feel free to just send me a message on Discord or come by Twitch chat and, like, let me know. I'm more than happy to lend an ear, because a lot of times when you've got a problem, just talking to someone else, being able to actually get it out there helps a lot. And it's something I always like to make a point of with people, especially if they talk about having problems in the past or problems currently. Like, it's important to know that there are people out there who are willing to listen and are willing to help, you know? I'm not saying that necessarily you are suicidal or anything now, but if you ever need it again, like, feel free to come by. I'm willing to try and help in, like, some way at least. I don't know if it would be much use, but I'm always willing to lend a hand, especially in situations like that. It's not 2 years after that, but slowly improved. I mean, yeah, it's good that you're trying to actually improve yourself from it. Even if it's just bit by bit. It is an important mindset to have. Because I think the hardest part when you get into that kind of state, like, speaking partly from experience, I've not gotten quite to that stage before, but I have had it, like, bad at times. You don't want to be just immediately escaping, because then if something goes wrong, like, you're immediately going to regress back. It takes you a long time to properly move forward and get past all of it. So yeah, it's good that you're keeping a good mindset for it all, you know? Like, as long as you keep pushing forward, doing your best to get through it all, that's what matters. Like, no one can tell you you're not doing well enough. It's not easy to get through. I don't think anyone ever expects it to be. Yeah, just need to keep on pushing on, and you will get through it. I'm sure you will. You seem like you're tough-willed. You have a good head on your shoulders. Like with me, if I ever get into a bad kind of situation like that, I just need to stop myself from thinking about it emotionally and think about stuff rationally. Because if you break it down and actually think about your problems little bit by little bit, it breaks down a lot quicker than you think. With all sorts of problems, like whether that's stress about, oh no, I've only got so much time to do exams, break it down and think, okay, what do I actually have to do? Ah, those things aren't going to take that long. It's probably not as bad as I was worrying it was. Like, it's always good to break down problems. Anyway, I should get back to reading chat. Let's see. Long, very rough process. Let me try and clean this in the corner of my eye. Long, very rough process. Help me get to a better place, slowly but surely. Along with that, you think it's helped bringing your family close together. I mean, yeah. It's good that you're able to rely on your family in a situation like that. Like, it is important to have someone you can rely on. Like, in David's case, it seems like it's your best friend, who's like a brother to you. Like, they don't have to be blood related. They don't have to be, like, necessarily someone you know. It can just be a stranger who's willing to listen. It's good to have someone to listen to, someone you can lean on. Like, as for a stranger, I'd just be like a therapist or something. Someone who understands what you're going through and is able to help guide you through it. Stuff like that. And yeah, like David says, like, I'm glad you've been managing to get through. That's really good of you to be able to manage, because a lot of people, they just get stuck in that rut. And it's not that they don't want to, or can't be bothered, it's that they have no one to give them a big enough push to get them through that rut, you know? But yeah, it's hard. I'm able to rely on anyone else. Family or not. Childhood best friend abandoned you. Since then all your friendships have been online. I mean, yeah, I can get you. It's hard to make friendships with people in real life. Like, I know for me at least, I don't tend to do a lot in terms of, like, going out. I don't go to the pub. I'm not into drinking, really. Like, I'll go out with friends, I'll drink a bit socially, but I don't really find it fun. I'll just do it because, I mean, it's fine enough. I'm happy to do it. And I think my friends appreciate that I'm willing to have a drink with them. Like, not that they're making me have a drink with them, but yeah. Like, it's good. But I'm not the type to really go out and be active in socialising. Like, I won't talk to someone unless I have a reason to talk to them. Like, I will occasionally try and make a reason for me to talk to people, but like, unless I can come up with something to say, I'm not gonna just go up and say, hey, nice weather we're having, isn't it? Like, that's not something I can do. Stranger definitely works best for you. Someone who knows you little, isn't involved in your life. Yeah, like, it's different for everyone. Like, you don't need to have family who help you, like I say. Like, some things, you don't want your family helping you. You don't want them worrying about you, like I said before. Like, it's not that they're not willing to help you, it's that they'll either try and help you too much, make the issue seem bigger than it is to you, and that panics you more. Like, there's a lot of things they will do to try and help you, and it's good that they do, but it's not always helpful, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just nice to have someone you can talk to. For everyone it's different. And like I said, for me, I don't feel I'd be able to completely open up to my family. To closer friends who've had for a long time, I don't think I'd be able to open up fully with them either, because I wouldn't want to worry them. Like, thankfully, I do have some people who I can feel like I open up to. I still don't think I'd completely open up to them. I feel I'm very much, like, since childhood I've been of the mindset, if it's a problem of mine, don't make it anyone else's problem. Which isn't the best mindset to have. In some situations, yeah, sure, but it's not the best mindset, I don't think. Like, I've managed throughout life so far, but I find it hard to tell people about problems I'm having. You know? So I do think, like, having professional help and having someone able to push you to get that professional help, that really does matter a lot. I think that's me about cleaned all of this outside bits. Get the roof up there. To get the burger and pints sometime. The game. This can be overcome. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'd be up as well, but I don't think I'm able to travel much. I am just a somewhat broke uni student, so yeah, well, I would like to come along, don't think I'd be able to. Alright, on to cleaning this, and then I'll see if I can jump from there onto that roof. Because that sounds kind of fun. In fact, I can do that now. Let's see, can I jump onto the roof up top? I can talk shit at any point without any judgment. I mean, I likely won't take you up on the offer, but I appreciate the offer being there. Because, like I say, I do somewhat struggle with opening up to people. Okay, can I make the jump? No, but I did not break my legs, which is promising. I could just use a ladder, but that's boring, right? Yeah, I appreciate it, Dave. I do. If I ever need to take it up, I will take you up on the offer. But, like I say, I do find it hard. Just knowing the offer is there does help in its own way. So I do appreciate it. I do. Forgot to read my sister's message. Can't stand people worrying too much about you or treating you differently, like you're vulnerable, family's the last on your list to talk to. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I think in that way, me and you are quite similar. Which I guess makes sense. We are family. Like, if you ever do need to just talk to someone, like, I am willing to listen. I understand, like, definitely, Mum, she's gonna get more worried about it than she really needs to. Which is good, but it's not necessarily what you need. Yeah, if you do feel you need someone to talk to, let me know. Ladder off the top. I mean, yeah, I could definitely make my way over there. Like, I definitely could, if I used the ladder. I want to jump. There must be a way, right? There has to be. This makes it more stressful, to be honest. I mean, fair. Fair. Like, it is hard to talk to people, like I say. Even if you know they mean well for you, they might not necessarily do stuff the way that is helpful to you. Like, being too proactive in helping can kinda be a hindrance. It seems a little weird, but it's true. You know? Like, it's weird. It's weird. It's an interesting thing, mental health. I'm not a professional, so I'm not going to claim that my opinions are the correct ones. That's just my take on it. My completely unsolicited take on it. Nothing worse than speaking your own truth to people who know you. I mean, yeah. Like, even if you don't mean to, you will put up a front to make yourself seem like you're doing better than you are, usually. You know? Like, I think everyone's like that. It's important to consider that a lot of these problems you might consider to be like a problem you're dealing with. Like, all sorts of other people also deal with these problems. Doesn't make your problem any worse by comparison or any less bad, but when other people are going through it, it makes it, I feel, easier to like think more positively about yourself for going through it. You're not an isolated case, you know? Like, so long as you are able to rationalize stuff, at least in my mind anyway. I don't know if everyone thinks it the same, but as soon as you rationalize something, it's a lot easier to process. Like, very, very occasionally, I will have panic attacks when doing stuff. Like, if I'm worried about a deadline or something. Like, it doesn't happen often. Like, very, very rare circumstances, but when it does, like, just take a step back is all I need to do. I just stop thinking about the problem as a whole. Like I said earlier, break it down. Like, what is actually the problem? What am I worrying about? Why am I worrying about it? Is it actually as bad as I think? What can I do to make it better? Is that something out with my power? If so, yeah, fair enough. Panic attacks, justified. But, like, breaking things down so you know what problems are, that's a big part. Like, with anything. Like, I know in some, like, things in school or whatever, you'll be told, oh yeah, problem-solving skills. You need to break it down into smaller parts so you can get it all done. Like, yeah, fair enough. You don't give it a lot of credit when you're at school or anything. It applies to a lot of things in life, I think. Like, as soon as you break down something you're worried about, so it doesn't seem as big, you can really think of it in a different way and deal with it more efficiently. Also, I like how you can see pixel by pixel this getting cleaned. I've never noticed that before. That's interesting. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, pixel by pixel you can see this getting cleaned if you're up close. Cool. You know, it was not gay for 15 years. Your family after you spoken sooner. It's like having a relationship. Now, I mean, yeah, I can understand not wanting to reveal something like that to your family. By the sounds of it, they seem like a family who they'd accept the fact. They wouldn't do anything against you for it, but they wouldn't be particularly accepting of it in the sense that they'd just acknowledge you as what you are, or how you are, or however you want to phrase it. Like, I don't think we'd have any objections, is what I'm trying to say, you know? It's just, there's a difference between being supportive and not having objections. And you do want people to be supportive of you in whatever you do in life. Like, if I have misunderstood that, like, I do apologise. But that's my understanding of it anyway, and how I'd think it would work. Like, very much, like, that could be very much not the case. Also, that top floor still has stuff to be cleaned on. But where? Like, I did get all this top, right? And look, what's this wall here? Yeah, it takes you a long time to validate your problems because you compared them to people worse off than you. Yeah, like, when it comes down to thinking about your problems, you shouldn't isolate them to yourself. But you also shouldn't compare them to worst case scenarios, or anything like that. Oh, I got that railing. Definitely not related to the topic at hand. I got that railing. Look at that. We've started cleaning this tower. That's the first part we checked off. Got it right. Now family's comfortable secret. It's a bit more the flaming gay could have forced them to be behind it. Long enough could never talk about it. Ah. Yeah. I can see how that could be a problem, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you can be however you want to me, I'm never gonna judge you. So, that helps. You've got that, at least. Like, I've never been the type to really care, like, if people are different from me in whatever way. Like, if people seem singled out, I've always been the type to, like, actively try and, like, participate in stuff with them, you know? Like, a good few of my friends are people who, like, you might think of as kind of outcasts in high school, you know? People who weren't quite seen as popular, they weren't seen as, like, people who were odd or avoided, they're just there, and people didn't really interact with them. Like, I feel I likely was about the same as that, because, I mean, I never really talked to anyone in my year. I didn't care what they thought of me, they probably didn't think much. But yeah, not looking for family, you're very happy going out with friends instead of family. I mean, yeah, fair, fair. What you need was, you need to get some Jesus in you, you know? Listen to all that, like, American Christian propaganda that tells you that Jesus definitely does not like you being gay. Despite there being absolutely no mention of Jesus being against it, but there being mention of some of his followers, I believe, being against it. That's interesting. I always, like, tend to go back at points to the whole, like, Americans and people who aren't Americans as well, bending religion and whatnot to fit their own values. Like, it's an interesting thing. Like, religion in history has always been meant to just bring people together, you know? Like, give them common ground so they can relate, so they can grow closer. Whether that's been, like, getting communities going, like in terms of having community churches and whatnot. Like, there's all sorts in religion that's been around, and I do think it's been a very useful tool in the past. I don't think a lot of it keeps up with modern day because people are too willing to bend the values to fit what they want. I'm gonna stop going on about this because it's a bit of a weird conversation. Good English following a similar subject, or just don't be cherry picked. Form to suit people's personal bias. Yeah, exactly. Like, it happens in all sorts of things in life. Religion is a very prominent example because there's a recorded version of it you can see. But people will bend, like, societal norms or various other things, and C is A mode? What the hell? The hell? Now that's just impressive. Look how far it picks up away from. Jeez, it peaks. Up here and it picks that up. Whatever. I'll let you off to bed, Summer. I'll see you around. I very much appreciate you coming by again. Especially appreciate the donation. Very, very much helps. Yeah, I'll see you around. Hopefully you sleep well. If that does sound odd, I apologise. It's better than saying I hope you sleep badly, you know? Hello, by the way, son. I'm not ignoring you. I was just saying goodbye to Summer. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. I'm just chilling, doing some washing up in a maid outfit. Oh, I've been cleaning this for an hour. I don't think we're going to get this level done before I go to the next game, which is Phasmophobia. So, I'm looking forward to that. It's Phasmophobia, which I don't really get scared by, but it's going to be at like 2 in the morning. It's going to be quite early. Look at that, got some good bit of wall there. Right proud of myself, you know? Also, that ledge probably needs to be cleaned from the outside at this point, so that's fine. Yeah, it's Phasmo in like, I mean, not quite an hour, in 45 minutes. Just need to continue to wash this. I wonder, can I use the green one? I can. Lovely. It's a weirdly chill game, Powerwash Sim. I never thought I'd really get into it, and I mean, I never have really gotten into it. I've never, in my spare time, come to play this game. It's a nice game to have going and just chat about stuff, you know? Like, it's not a busy game. You can do it absent-mindedly while, like, reading the chat or just saying whatever nonsense you want to. That's great fun. That is great fun. Like, not fun in necessarily gameplay way. Like, I don't think this would ever be my game of the year, or a game which I just pick up because I fancy something to do. But it's great fun. Just being able to relax, you know? Like, there's not many games you can just relax and well play. At least not for me. Because I tend to play a lot of, like, strategy games or fairly busy games. I mean, one of the games I picked up recently, The Last Spell, it's called. Really tough game. It's a roguelike, turn-based strategy kind of thing. Great fun! However, my last run took about 8 hours to get through. It's not a fast game. That's 8 hours of actively thinking about what I'm up to. Like, there's a distinct difference in type of fun these two games are. I'm still just amazed I actually come back to do Powerwash Sim. Like, it's such an odd one. They want to play RimWorld, just want to pay for it. Me and you both, David. Me and you both. It's never gonna go, like, all that low in price, because I think it was a Kickstarter first? I think it was. And the dev who made it said, like, during the Kickstarter or early access or whatever it was, yeah, if you're buying it now, the game's never going to go cheaper than this price. Which, yeah, fair enough. I can appreciate the sentiment in that. Making sure people don't ever get, like, better deals than the people willing to back it early on and support its development. But it also means I'm less willing to buy it. Because I'm a cheapskate, and I want to save my money for other things. I mean, it's a game I definitely, like, avoid pirating. Like, I'm never going to pirate a game like that. Or buy, like, a key reseller's key, or anything of that sort. Like, as far as I'm concerned, key resellers, I don't like. I will buy stuff from them if it's a big dent. Need another drink, I'm gonna cough, I think. God, I'm talking too long. Thank you for following, Luke. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep on clearing stuff. I hope you like the maid outfit. Okay, we're about done this. Come on. We're gonna get the floor done. As soon as that's marked as complete, I'm happy. I'll be a happy boy one day. Just you wait. Damn, I'm missing like the smallest amount in this. It's like these steps. It's probably those steps. They don't actually look the most clean, do they? There we go. Another part. Lovely, lovely. Save money for important things. I mean, that did arrive. Like, if you look in my Discord server, you'll see a picture. I could get it out and like show you if you want. It's actually really well made. It's quite cozy too. Like, it's a kind of thing I'd probably wear if I didn't have a dressing gown to keep cozy. You know? It's not something I would typically wear because, I mean, yeah, it's cross-dressing. I'm not a cross-dresser. I'll do it because, I mean, it's funny. I see the humour in it. I hope people aren't finding it erotic in any way. Otherwise, that's kind of worrying. Yeah, I do it because I see the humour in it. I'm not doing this because it's something I particularly enjoy. It's not something I dislike. Like, I'd say I'm more towards enjoying it because other people enjoy it. Like, if no one else enjoyed this, I wouldn't cross-dress at all. At any point in my life, I don't think. Which I feel is somewhat reasonable, all in all. But, like, getting enjoyment out of other people's enjoyment is definitely a thing. And it's a thing I feel that, yeah. Oh yeah. I appreciate it, David. I'm not trying to come out as someone who likes cross-dressing. I don't think there's anything bad about people who do. I'm just not someone who does. I'm enjoying it because other people enjoy it. It's second-hand enjoyment, I guess. If you'd want to phrase it as something. Who puts graffiti on the side of a fire drill tower? Can't believe it. Yeah, like, it's good fun being able to do something which other people get enjoyment out of. Why am I dressed like a woman? For charity. And because I enjoy looking like a woman, I find it erotic and get much pleasure out of it. Yeah, no, it's just 'cause it's for charity. People like me being in the maid outfit. It gives them something to donate towards as a goal. I think it's fine. It's just for humour, really. Well, they're fine with it. If you're against it, tough. Because it's one of the goals, and I'm not backing down on something I've said I do. Like, I'm definitely not someone who, like, goes out of his way to do a lot of things, but if I ever say I'm going to do something, I will do it. If there's been any commitment on someone else's part, I will do it. You know? God, this is still so much needing done. Come on, go in the bottom of these steps. We're getting there. This tower is spotless on the inside most of the way up from here. We're doing fine.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I see you found the sound alerts. I do love the sound alerts. Like, it is a bit of a shame that with sound alerts, when you become a bigger streamer, you won't ever be able to really use. Because there'll be too many people, they'll just get spammed. Yeah, that's kind of a sad thing, I think. You know? I don't think you'd ever go along to... Like, who's a big streamer? I don't know. I don't really watch streamers. RT Game. There you go. He's a streamer. I kind of watch some of his stuff on YouTube. I don't watch all of it, but I watch a good bit. He's a fairly entertaining guy. I don't think you'd ever be able to have a stream of his with sound alerts. Because people would just spam them and like, retract from the experience, you know? That is one of the things you can only find in smaller things. Smaller streamers. God, that was loud. Christ almighty. That is much louder than I thought it was. Yeah, I love sound alerts. They're a wonderful thing. It's kind of a shame you can only have 6 of them for channel point rewards. Like, it makes sense they want you to use them as bits, like triggered alerts, because the people who make these extensions, they get, I think it's a 20% cut of however many bits are used for it. Which makes sense, yeah, put money towards the guys who made the extension. That's fine. I'm entirely up for them being paid. Like, there's definite reason in them wanting to make money and wanting to charge bits and not letting you have too many alerts for free using channel points. However, when you're allowed to set them as not costing any bits in the extension, but don't get the option to use channel points, it gets a little bit annoying. Like, I'm not trying to gripe too much about it, but I do wish I could have more sims for channel points, because I feel that's a good way to limit them, you know? Because there's nothing stopping everyone who's currently here from doing a single sound alert every minute from the extension completely for free. Which, I think if people did constantly, with no stop, I'd get rid of sound alerts for, because it would get in the way of what I'm trying to do. And I feel it would detract from the experience, you know? Like, I'm not claiming I'm trying to give the best experience out there, I'm just trying to enjoy myself and hopefully entertain the rest of you along the way. But I do feel there's certain things about the sound alerts which, once you get to a certain size as a streamer or whatever, you won't be able to make use of. Thankfully, I've got a long way until that happens, so I'm entirely fine. Okay, I think that's this done. Almost. Come on. Last little bits. Just need to clean these pieces of the steps. There we go. That's the inside of the tower pretty much done. That's all the stairs done. We just need to get these walls. Which, quite frankly, I've probably missed a lot on, seeing how much percentage is left. Unless this constitutes the entire inside wall as what's left. Because, I mean, if it does, then I do still have quite a few black patches. I'm just looking at progress bars. Under a webcam, you can't see it. So, you probably have no idea what I'm on about, but I do feel I've likely missed quite a few pieces of this. It's slowly getting cleaned, you know? That's that wall frame done. On inside wall. You're almost there. So close. So close. More myself a little more to get this. God definitely missed some stuff in these walls. Damn it. God damn it. I think I have until Phasmo. Still another half hour. That's fine. Why does it keep telling me how to access my inventory and stuff? Go away, tutorial hints. I know the buttons. I don't know why it wants me to do all of this. Yeah, I've definitely missed stuff in these walls, haven't I? God damn it. Oh, I have missed quite a few patches of more stuck on stuff. It's fine. Like, we don't have too much. I do think I can do this. Got that frame done. Just need to clean a little bit of the wall. I really don't have a lot left. Come on, game. There you go. Apparently this wall up here needs done as well. That's fine. I'm managing. I'm managing. It must be about done. FBI, open up! I forgot I even had that one. That gave me a bit of a fright. That coming out of nowhere. I do love these though. They're great. I'm gonna go to bed. No worries. No worries at all. I really appreciate you sticking around though, David. It's been lovely having you to just chat to throughout it all. I do hope you sleep well, or whatever I could say that doesn't sound creepy. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you around. Thank you again for donations. I do appreciate it. It does go to a cause that does matter to me, like, quite a lot. Yeah, I'll see you around. And I thought we established though, I'm supposed to call you Daddy because of the age difference, David. Come on. Yeah, I'll see you about. Night for now. Can I even clean this from this angle? I hope so. Need to clean that graffiti. If I go by slowly, it might be doable. That didn't quite work. There's tons of these sound alerts I just haven't heard before, really. Like, I should really make people do them more often. Why is it tutorializing me? I know the button prompts. Let's see, can I place it up here? No, I can't. That's a shame. Okay. As much as I didn't want to have to use ladders or anything, I do think I have to do this. Because I don't see another way to get up here. Cat with wings. Cool. As far as graffiti goes, somewhat an interesting one, you know? Don't see many cats with wings. It's clearly a creative type did this. Look at those dings, though. 50% complete cleaned at the moment. This is going well.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Let's get rid of cat, sadly. I do think that sound alert was unintentional, but I do have to get rid of the cat with wings. I apologise. I know he was an integral part of the stream, but he had to go. He is considered unclean, you know? And if that is the case, there's not much I can do about it. Other than clean him, you know? So it's nice just chill. Out of curiosity, by the way, look, seeing as it's like 1:30 in the morning for me, like, Is it the same for you, or are you in America, or what? Because I'm curious, people coming around to streams at this time. Because I'd imagine, like, I am going to be having more Americans showing up now. That would make sense to me, at least. But I mean, you might not be. And if you are, I apologise for accusing you of such.
You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I think that's the first time I've had that happen on the stream. That's good. Okay, yeah, those ledges have other sides to them, that's all good. It's going well. We're getting this actually clean. We still have half an hour until I'm planning to go to Phasmo, so... I mean, if people don't want Phasmo, I could just stick with this, you know? Like, it's doable. And also, when we do get to Phasmo, I'll need to let people choose. Do they want VR Phasmo or normal Phasmo? Because I'm happy to do Phasmophobia in either version, it's just in VR I get motion sick somewhat, because the game's not really made for VR. You very much can feel that when playing it, you know? And yeah, that likely would mean I wouldn't be able to run away from ghosts, so... it's maybe not the best. Like, I don't get it to a degree that I'd, like, throw up or anything, you know? Just to the degree that I'd need to be careful when playing the game, but I don't get to that state. Which means I'd kind of struggle to get 2 hours out of it. I can always go back to the ducks. I'm happy to watch ducks for another 2 hours. That was good fun. I like the ducks. %, cleaned. I've still got so much more left to go. Let me just go over to the green nozzle, clean this quick. There we go. 54% cleaned. And, I mean, the backside of this tower, that's about spots. There's closure for the flamingo falling in. Oh no, it fell in before. Then when we reloaded the game, it had to wait to fall in again, so... yeah. Sadly, we're not waiting another 2 hours for a flamingo to fall into the pool. That would be madness. I'm tempted to go look at ducks again. That was a fun game. If you could call it a game anyway. It didn't involve a lot of gameplay. It just really involved ducks, to be fair. That was about it. It was just ducks. Alright, that should be this side of the tower. Next, clean this side of the tower. Have it facing the wrong way. Should have it facing this way. Bam. That's not the stairs. There we go. How quickly can I go? Yeah. There we go. Doing that is the most riveting thing you've ever seen. It's riveting towards the end. Not right from the start, you know? It has a lot of build-up to get that exciting. Like, watching it from a point where it's not even, like, over the pool, it's less exciting, to say the least. But I mean, I could do Phasmophobia, or I could do more ducks. I did have it planned for Phasmophobia, but I've got no idea who's watching at this point, and I don't know if I'm awake enough for Phasmophobia. I'm quite tired, and my voice is getting a bit strained, so who knows what's going to happen. are good at games of build-up. This game doesn't have much in the way of build-up, I won't lie. It's still a nice game. It's just cleaning stuff. And I guess some people like it. I'm largely impartial to this, but enjoyable enough. Clean up those little scorch marks. It's the main wall cleaned. We're doing well. The rest of that chimney, I think there's stuff up top that needs cleaned. No, there's this entire side that needs cleaned. Okay. Clean off that. There we go. That bit of the drill tower wall is looking a lot better. Lovely, lovely stuff. Yeah, just keeping on, you know. I'm managing. I'm somehow staying awake. That's not the easiest. I'd be lying if I said it was. Okay. About done. This side of the building. I just need to move this slightly. So I need a better angle on the chimney piece. It's not a chimney, is it? That's like a brace on the side. There we go. Can I reach the other side of this tower? No. Okay, my hand's getting sore from doing all of this. My hand's kind of going numb from moving the mouse just against my mouse pad all this time. It's a lot of the games I've not had to, you know? A lot of the games it has been fine. This game involves a lot of just very slight but repetitive motions. Look at that, just not even getting cleaned properly. I need to go further down. I've got 2 hours left. Thankfully David did make that clock for me. I really do appreciate that. That's a really nice clock. It has a countdown that anyone new to the stream probably doesn't know entirely what it means. I'm just chilling at this point. Now I feel tired knowing you'll still be waking for an hour or so, so you might as well stay a bit longer. I mean, fair. If you do want to get off to bed, like, feel free to go. You don't have to stay up with me. Like, the whole point in a 12-hour stream is it's supposed to be somewhat difficult to do. And, I mean, I think I've done a good job keeping myself, like, sociable for most of it. Like, I've not just straight up shut down because I'm tired or anything. So I do think it's been going well so far. And hopefully we'll continue to do so. Oh, I've got extra cleaning liquid in stock. Lovely. Ah, you're already in bed. My bed's just behind me. So, maybe? I'm not gonna sleep in the maid outfit though, that much is for certain. It's maid outfits for in the morning, you know? In fact, I actually still have to wrap a present for my flatmates. because they are leaving tomorrow to go back for Christmas. So I need to get them a Christmas present wrapped. Which means after this stream's done, I'm wrapping a present. For like just 10 minutes. It's not bad. Speaking of, got all the other presents wrapped up, so as soon as I do something with anyone from the family, I will hand those presents over so they can get stuck under a tree. If I duck down here, I can get properly clean this. Lovely. Drill tower ledge. Ledge done. That's not done, but it's got an entire other side to it, which hasn't even been touched. Oh, windowsill still isn't cleaned there. You've not done any shopping yet. I mean, just go into town, go to the home bargains, done. Like, they've got a good selection of stuff there. That's literally where I got everyone's presents. Like, I understand that maybe a somewhat cheap store, but that doesn't mean your selection of stuff's necessarily bad, you know? I have, like, stuff this side to clean. Yeah, there we go. Are you busy now, Ho? I mean, yeah, I understand. I went into town, like, earlier today with a friend who was doing their Christmas shopping. And it was packed as anything. I say as anything. But, I mean, I was just fairly busy. Like, I'm sure it could have been more so. But, yeah, weekend before Christmas. Definitely one of the busier times I've seen the town. But that's to be expected, isn't it? Just clean this up. There we go. That wall there. What do I need to clean up? I think that was just, like, yeah, water that I tried to go over. What part's not cleaned? I mean, I think that bit there. There we go. We go Monday, since finish school at 11:30. I mean, if you have buses at decent times and they don't just get cancelled on you, yeah, sure. But, yeah, buses. They're a fun time right now, aren't they? Nope, did not mean to whack my arm while grabbing a drink. I mean, yeah, they do seem to be trying to improve. There's still a lot of cancellations on the buses, though. So, hopefully you managed to get there okay. Hopefully. Just head up. Just put the lid onto my drink because I do not want that spilling. I'm a sensible person, even if I'm tired, so I need to be careful. That's now tucked behind my monitor as well, so if it does spill, it doesn't spill onto my monitor. How long have I got? Not even 15 minutes. I'm not finishing this, I'm getting to like 70% done, maybe. How do you even get this bit? You know what? I don't think I do properly get this bit. I just need to do it on foot. I can do it on foot. That's fine. There we go. See? Fine. I got a big old thing. That means it's all good. Big ding down there too. Come on. We're doing well. I know we are. some bits up there which I can't quite reach. I can get that. I can get whatever that bit there is. How do I get those parts? It's like proper like caked on muck. Up the top. There we go. Is that it? I'm not seeing anything on the outer side of this. Yeah, that looks to be fine. Looking up, I'm not seeing anything marked as dirty. Oh, I saw something there. Tower inside wall here. There we go. I apparently didn't finish the inside earlier. I just left before it was done. And I call myself a maid. I don't, but still. That's unacceptable, that. I think I got like the back wall, didn't I? No. No, I got an upper piece of a wall. I don't get this lower bit entirely. Oh yeah, that's apparently got quite a bit of muck still. They want this to be spotless. I don't know why when it's being used for fire drills, but sure, make it completely spotless. The rest of the screen. Ah, fair enough. I'm going to sleep. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will let you get away then. Do your best to catch up on whatever sleep you might be missing, and I'll hopefully see you around at some point. Yeah, I appreciate you dropping by regardless. Just to keep me company, even if you're not donating money. You don't have to. Don't feel bad in any way about it. At the end of the day, I'm doing this to entertain people, and if you've stayed entertained by watching me, that's good. If not, I mean, you've kept me company, and I do appreciate it. So yeah, I'll see you about. Okay, that should be this done. Let me quickly check over. It's all... That wall's not done. Tiny bit up there still. Where is... Ah yeah, actually there's surprisingly a fair bit. Let's go over it all, best I can. All bit in that corner. Go! Anything else before we jump down? Ledge is looked to be fine. Yeah, that's us. Cool. So to climb up here, I have 10 minutes to try and do this roof, and that is it. It might be doable. If I start from up here so I have a good vantage and the wider kind of nozzle where it focuses on, I reckon this could be doable. I think it's doable. Because I think most of the muck is going to be easy to find. There's just a lot of it. Yep. If that is the case, it should be quite doable. I'm going to start cleaning the outer parts, and whatever I clean of the inner while that's being done, it's just a bonus. Because that looks like the big red bit's about done. Yeah, there we go. It's quite generous of those things. Yeah, clean the outer walls. Look at this, just being cleaned. It's lovely. Lovely, lovely stuff. I just walk side to side. I can clean this wall quite efficiently. It's just calming. I've got no idea who's still watching at this point. But there's potentially some people. I've just noticed my phone's about to die. Battery life. Charger cable off the phone is now charging. I can continue to keep an eye on the stream in 2 locations so I know if ever like buffers or whatever. I mean, that wall entirely done, right? Yeah. Onto this. I have no idea if anyone's even watching at this point. I'm still gonna keep going, but I've got no idea. I've got no idea. Just need to clean all of this. It's not too hard to get done. There we go. I need to get away from the game, but I'm so close. Why don't I just keep going? If I get this finished, I then do a bit of Phasmo. That'll be the night. That's entire bit of cladding done. Might as well clean this section of the roof as well. Just get it over with. Because that means this little corner will look very clean. You know? I could probably spray it down more accurately than I'm doing, but I'm just giving it a bit of a like top level clean, you know? It doesn't need a deep clean. It's a big bit of roof. And of course, I mean, I need to draw just one little thing. There we go. Big old smiley face. Can I use the white one for this? I can as I'm walking. If I use the green one, I can use it at more of a distance. It's going to look a bit odd though, as I'm looking up and down. I'll just continue using yellow. Yellow's doing the job. Because yeah, I want to separate the part of the roof that is clean from the unclean part. Which means pretty much cleaning past where I've just drawn that line. Which I'd say isn't too bad of a like amount to get done. So let's give it a go. If I clean it at a shorter distance and just strafe, I do think that's going to work out more effective in my sweeps. Because I can leave like pieces among this. You know? Like it doesn't need to be spotless. Because, I mean, like I said before, it's a big roof. I don't need it to have everything gone. I just need the majority gone. But it is getting cleaned, you know? It's getting cleaned. 71%. I do think I can get this done. So that's me now up to 72. Like, this is going by quick. If I'm just cleaning this roof. Like, this is where most of the muck is. I don't think I'll get it done in the next 3 minutes. Yeah, 73 now. Like, it's not far off me just being done. Yeah, there we go. That's that bit pretty much cleaned. Lovely. On to cleaning this. We'll clean the floor while we're at it. It's not another cat thing. I don't know what that is. What is that? Graffiti. It looks somewhat like a fire for part of it. And then we've got weird, like, symbol of some kind. And then just splodges. Alright, sure. Let's clean it all up. Let's chill. I'm doing fine. This is great. floor is not the cleanest, but if I just clean this little bottom wall, there we go. Continue to clean this bit of the wall. This is going lovely. It's going lovely. Yeah, this bit of wall, we managed to clean some of from below. So we're in a good spot to start with this. This bit of wall, I still apparently have quite a lot to clean on. But I guess that takes into account, like, stuff I miss from getting it on that side. Yeah. Because if I now clean from this side, I reckon I'll get any of the bits I really miss. Yeah, there we go. Clean up this one. We're not going to clean the floor while doing this wall, just because we don't have the leeway to back up. Just getting cleaned. Nice and lovely. We really don't have long left to what is supposed to be time slot for this game, but that's fine. I'm having a chill time. There's not really anyone watching, so there's no one to complain. Stream elements in the chat. Got distracted there for a second, thinking it might be a person. Silly me, thinking there could be a person. Got my hopes up. Can I get the wall topper? If I get that bit of the side there? Yes, I can. There we go. Another part of it looking quite clean. 76% cleanliness. I know that's not what the meter is called, but it's what I'm going to refer to it as. If I go to green, is that as effective? Pretty much. If I'm just doing a top level sweep, it leaves all the green stuff. It gets rid of the ash, I would assume. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, if I just go a bit slower, I can get rid of the green stuff as well. So it's not too badly caked on. That's fine. Just want to give a very top level sweep to it. There goes a smiley face. Got another star, up to 4 stars now. The garage roof is looking to be very close to finished. So that's up to 81% clean, just from continuing to do this bit of the roof. Like, that's a dirty roof, you know? I didn't think it was quite that dirty. Just finish off this bit. That should be me about 90% done, right? But 84%. Come on. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Just clean off all the top level muck. There we go. Get into the more finer details. Get the door next. There we go. Door has been cleaned. Then on to cleaning rust. Which I swear you shouldn't be able to wash off with a power washer. Like, that should just pierce through if that was the case, right? But I won't question it. If the game says it works well enough for me. It's just chill. I'm literally just talking to myself, but it's still just chill. I think I need to clean on the top of that as well, so I shouldn't worry too much about that. Go over this way. Yeah, that's not even strong enough. Just need to go over this more carefully with a powerful nozzle. There's a surprising amount of this rust left. There we go. Garage roof next. Yellow should do. Just go for the somewhat green patches. Oh, we're doing lovely. Just keep on clearing. I could use the soap stuff to clean, but honestly, I'm having fun enough. I'm having fun enough. I just walk back and forth and give my hand a rest. I don't need to turn the mouse. I'm fine. Turning a mouse is for people who care about getting it 100% clean. I'm just going for it now because I've started and I don't want to stop. I don't want to leave it half done. Turn around. Get these bits. Roof's actually taken quite a while to finish. I kind of thought I'd get it done easily, but no, I've just got little spots here and there. What parts am I missing? It's just little pieces all over. If I'd gone through a bit more methodically from the start, it likely would have been easier. Ah well. I think this part over here, I should be able to get a decent amount from, because this is like one of the first parts, I didn't really care about it. Then I've got this bit over here. I think I can probably get a bit over by the wall. Then by this ladder, definitely. In this corner, shouldn't be too hard to get covered, right? Come on, we're getting there. Go over this whole area. We're close. Come on, game, you know you want to give me that little bit of leeway. You're gonna tell me it's finished any second now. Come on. There we go. 86% clean. Now to clean this bit. There we go. Does that tell me to pick that up here? I don't want to game. Appreciate you letting me know, but I don't want to. So stop. Is network died? No? No, it's fine. Okay. One of my streams crashed for a second. So I was just worried. So I do want to try and make sure my internet doesn't die. And notice as soon as I can when it does. I also kind of want to go to sleep. I've got stuff to do. So, here we are doing it. That looks like that bit of wall's about cleaned. Not spotless, but it's fine. We're good enough. One office wall. You know you want to be cleaned. Just tell me when you are, please. Also, that windowsill here, I can definitely get cleaned. As well as just these parts in general. Lovely stuff. Also, I do like how my water seems to go through the wall just there. That's interesting. I understand why that's the case. Because the water likely casts from not where it looks to be coming from. That's just the graphics. But yeah, interesting nonetheless. I need to probably go around the side to finish this, don't I? Yeah. That's fine, I can go around the side. Get these windows while in here. That window's just done. Continue getting the wall. Continue getting the window. Get that. Lovely stuff. That's been done. All I need is to get the office wall, which includes these little bits above the windows, I believe. Do my best to get all of that. Ah, hello again. Good to see you, Michael. Or Acculator. I hope you don't mind me just calling you Michael. I can call you Acculator if you prefer. I'm still going. I'm still going. I'm supposed to be doing Phasmophobia right now, but I'm wanting to finish this off because I'm 90% done. You're about ready to go to bed? Oh, me too. I wish I could. But no. No. I said I'd do 12-hour streams, so stream for 12 hours I shall. You managed to get your shopping finished off alright, by the way. I do hope you did. Yeah, I've managed to raise quite a lot. If I get another $30 worth, that's me doing a cooking stream at some point, which will be fun. Got presents. Ah, cool. Good to hear you managed to find what you were looking for then. Because I always forget that shop's there. Like, I don't think I've ever actually been inside of it. Like the toy shop in the Overgate. I mean, to be fair, I don't have many reasons to go into the toy shop, so that's fair. Yeah, like, it does seem to have, like, loads of different toys to pick from, so I can understand why you'd go there. You also got that, like, invertible rabbit thing. Yeah, you should have some decent presents for your sister, I'd think. I'm sure she'll appreciate whatever you give her. Yeah, we've had an interesting stream talking about, like, for part of it earlier during the power washing, like, we talked about some mental health stuff. Which, I mean, yeah, I think is important for people to know about. Like, you're not ever going to be the only one going through all this stuff. Like, it's all a lot more common than you think it is. For any kind of mental health. And it's always an important thing to remember. It's some magic sand, which is like sand but less grey. Well, it's just dust. You mean magic dust? Do you buy cocaine for your sister? Don't tell me you bought cocaine for your sister. Yeah, no. But yeah, like, one thing I will say is, if it's particularly fine sand, that might become a bit of a pain to clean if it ever spills or anything. So maybe do be a bit mindful of it. Because while your sister may like it, your parents may not so much. I'd imagine it's just like really fine sand, a bit of glitter inside, or they've added some colouring to it, or something like that, right? Marks should be fine, but things to mould it. Okay. It's like one of those... I'm trying to think of what you describe it as. Like, it's not non-Newtonian, that's for fluids, but it's one of those things which once you compress it, it sticks together quite solidly, but you can easily break it apart if you apply some force. Right? Non-Euclidean, is that it? Is that the term when it comes to, like, materials? Because it's not a case of it becoming more solid when force is applied, it's a case of it being able to break apart easily if force is applied, but otherwise is sturdy. Probably not what it sounds cool. Oh, if only that was enough. You know? If only. Oh, but we're about done. I'm so close to being done. And then we can do some... Well, I say we. I can do some Phasmo. And you can maybe watch. Maybe go to bed. Up to you. I won't keep you if you want. In mathematics, non-Euclidean, geometry consists of two geometries based on axioms closely related to that as... Yeah, I was about to say, any chance you could say that in layman terms? So I don't have a clue what that means. I possibly should, but I don't. Oh well. That's fine. I've only got another like, hour and a bit. I'm managing. Alright. Yes, spaghetti corn. I do like corns, you know? They're always good. I've never been against any worms. As I'm gonna head to sleep. Fair enough, fair enough. Hope you sleep well. I'll see you about. But yeah, thank you for dropping by regardless. I appreciate you checking in on me, making sure I'm still sane, you know? Yeah, I'll see you about. Bye for now. Okay, what have I missed? This. Yes. Oh yeah, I've definitely missed that. Let's clean that side. I've probably got the top as well I need to clean. So I've cleaned the actual toilet. I've not cleaned. Yeah. Over the little balcony. Especially here. It's not a balcony, that's not what we call it. Over the little canopy? Maybe? I don't know. I can't see anything dirty. I'm spamming the tab button, so it would highlight. It's not gotten to the short list, so I've clearly missed small things. Wall base down there. Wall base in here. Okay. That's all been done. Like a trim, maybe? Spotlight still needs a little bit. There we go. Did I see something there for a second? Yes, I did. Up this bit. Vent, window bases. Window bases will be the fire tower. Window, well, there. Bam. Vent will be this, apparently. Ah, yeah, because that was rusty then. I must have just not gone over it well enough. This is fine. There we go. Window bases means I now just need to do these. Right? No. It doesn't. Window frames? No. The hell's a window base? It's not part of the garage doors. Window bases, window frame, window frame. Is it in this tower? It's a window sill. It mentions drill tower. So it must be up top, right? Window base. Or no, not window wall bases. I'm not reading it because I'm tired. If that's the case, it's just these little bits down the bottom. Somewhere. That bottom one's fine. This one's less so fine. There we go. And I would presume then that's similar spots like around here. That should be 100% in a second. Bam. I did it. Ah, finally. That was a stretch. Maybe I'll have a look at the little preview while I stretch some more. I accidentally pressed escape twice while I was loading a video. Well, I guess we won't get to see the times. It's a bit of a shame.